Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to the Diamond Experience Show with Marsha Benton. Today is our very first show. I am so excited and happy that you all are tuning in. Today, our first guest is the awesome actor, Chester native, Christopher Mann. We will be right back. Don't go nowhere. Woman, 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 hear me roar. Woman, 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 hear me roar. Woman, 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 hear me roar. Woman, 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 hear me roar. I'm on. I come back and I tell you to stop. In my voice, you will hear from the valley to the mountain top. Hey, welcome back to the Diamond Experience. We have as our guest Christopher Mann, my friend, my brother. How are you today?
I'm fabulous, man. I'm on Marsha B's show. This is hot.
And you're on the first show. You're my first guest.
Come on. I'm loving this, man. I mean, it's a first. It's a whole lot of firsts because it's the first time I've been the first guest on anybody's show.
Oh, awesome!
So it's another first for me too.
Awesome.
I'm loving
it's
this,
your
man.
time.
No, it's your time.
It's your time.
Look at you.
So, Chris Mann, let me tell you a little bit about him. First of all, we've been friends since high school.
Yeah.
And that's been many years. We're not going to tell you how many. But he is best known for his role as Councilman Tony Gray on the HBO critically acclaimed drama series, The Wire. He's been on Blue Bloods. I'm going to go with Law and Order, Heroes, The Good Cops, Loving the Movie, Homicide, Life on the Streets, and many more. He has just gotten the, say it, you say it.
Oh, I won the Best Supporting Actor for the movie What Death Leaves Behind at the Philadelphia Independent Film Awards recently in May.
Yes, and we were there. It was an awesome time. I was so happy for you because I know the journey.
Oh, man, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. That was love. That's what that was.
I know. So, what made you choose acting?
It's funny you asked that question. It had been in the back of my mind for years, and I didn't actually know how long until maybe a year or two ago. I don't know if you remember the guy Suge used to have a candy store up near the Bennett homes.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Suge, I know Suge all my life, right? And I used to run to the store whenever I got a little change in my pocket. But Suge was like a role model to me. He was just a nice guy, he's a good guy. And he used to always ask the kids when they came in, what you gonna be when you grow up? He always challenged me. And he told my cousin, he ran into my cousin about a couple of years ago and said, I'll never forget, Chris came in the store and I used to ask them what they wanted to be when they grew up. And he told me right then that he wanted to be an actor years ago.
Wow.
And that was way back in the 70s, yo.
Wow,
yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So in my subconscious, it had already been planned a long time ago.
Right. So how did you get started?
Well, that was a whole nother facet.
Right.
I actually didn't get started till I was grown. Okay, and I started taking commercial classes back in the early 80s, like 83, 84. And kind of liked it, I said, okay, that's cool, but that's still not the drama. I want to see what the real deal is. So I started taking classes with casting directors first. I started taking casting directors on-camera classes, scene study. They teach you how to break down scenes, how to find the moments, the beats to the scenes, and it's a little intricate stuff you got to learn.
How would someone go about finding all that information if they were interested in acting? You know what I mean?
The same way. Like I said, I started casting a lot of casting offices, like Diane Harry's around now. They offer classes. Kathy Wickline offers classes. Freedom Theater. You know what I mean? Because I ended up studying with a theater group years later for about 5 years, and I was fortunate. I was so fortunate. I studied with this guy named George DiCenzo. He was the lawyer in the movie Helter Skelter. He was the lead.
Yes.
He was a Yale drama graduate.
Okay.
And he was also a protege of Milton Casellas, who's another famous director and teacher in the arts in L.A. So anyway, I tell people a lot of times, I say, I came from Chester, all these things, things that I thought about that never really got a chance to get into started to come to me after I started putting it back in my mind. And, at that time, it's like, well, I don't have any money to go to Yale Drama School and this, that, and the other. But I tell people, look, when you put it in your mind, things happen. And I didn't go to Yale, but Yale came to me, and I studied with a Yale drama graduate for 5 years.
Wow. Did you all hear that?
You know, I'm saying. So,
wow.
So it happens. All you got to do is you put it in your mind, keep your mind on what you want, keep negative thoughts out of your mind. When I first started acting, I didn't even tell anybody I was going to do it.
Right.
Because most people say, get out of here, you ain't going to be no actor. You know what I mean? So in order to keep all of that all the way out of it. Matter of fact, one of my the commercial teacher that I took the commercial class with, John Barth, that was one of his first things that he told us when you first get in. He said, if you guys are taking this class for the first time, don't tell people you're doing this. You know, because most people aren't going to believe in your dreams.
Wow.
And they say it. I mean, it's true. And he didn't lie to me.
Now, this show is to feed the soul. Okay, your mind, your will, and your emotions. And you're hearing what he's saying. You have got to cut all negativity out of your atmosphere.
Yeah, you do.
Everything. Everybody that do not believe in you, everybody, all the negative naysayers, you got to push them aside in order to make the dream work.
That's right.
It's important. It's vital important. Wow. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. And it's also good that, to have a support system, too, the people that do believe in you.
Yes.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, you know what I mean? You think you know and you don't know,
absolutely right.
So, because, you find out sometimes some of the people who you thought were in your corner weren't there either. You know what I mean? So it's all about keeping your mind where it is, believing in God, and letting him guide your path.
Yes.
And the doors are open. You know what I mean? You just gotta stick with it. And it's hard. I'm not going to say it's easy. It's easier said than done.
Right.
But you got to do it.
You
got to believe.
You got to believe. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up no matter what. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you know the journey.
Yes, the journey. If we had time to tell you his journey.
Lumps. I got a bunch of them.
But they're learning experiences.
Yeah,
I've learned to call all of my mistakes learning experiences.
Absolutely.
That's what they are. You know what I mean?
And you pass those on to other people. Try to educate somebody else.
Absolutely.
Each one teach one. You try to let them know this is what's going to happen.
Yes. Yes. That's why I wrote my book. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I didn't want everybody to have to go through all of what I went through. You're going to have to experience some things, and the learning process is just that.
Yeah.
But you don't have to go through everything. There's somebody always out there, that's gone through what you have gone through.
Yeah, but you know what though, true, and that's the very true statement. But sometimes I think getting a few lumps does build your character.
Absolutely.
What
Absolutely.
I mean? It does. It builds your character.
You have to.
You get a thicker skin and the whole nine. So sometimes it helps to get those lumps.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, okay. This is good. So, what was the most challenging, or did you already give us that with the naysayers about the business? What's the most challenging?
The most challenging part is getting to work. Once you've studied and you know that you've gotten to a point where you can do the work. Now it's about acquiring the work. Okay. You got to getting the agents, getting the manager, getting folks that believe in you on that side who are going to push you in the right direction to get you where you want to go. They call it getting to the next level. Trying to reach each level in this industry. And it becomes a respect thing to a degree in the business. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So getting to that is hard, especially when the industry's pushing back.
Right.
Because it does push back.
Yes.
They call it gatekeepers or whatever you want to call it. So they push back. So it's that's harder even than dealing with the folks that don't believe, because because in my mind I don't have to worry about them anyway, because I'm thinking about where I'm going. So I'm not worried about that. But where I'm going, there's somebody pushing. You understand what I'm saying? So that creates a different type of resistance. You know what I mean?
Wow. We're learning today. We are learning today. Okay, so now, give me an aha moment.
An aha moment. That's a good one. Oh, well, you know what? Working on The Wire, I had an aha moment there. Because when I booked the role as Tony Gray, they told me it was a possible reoccurring. I didn't know it ended up being 12 episodes. And I was running for mayor and everything else. So I had no idea what I was getting into. But I guess around the 4th or 5th episode, and I'm on a set and I'm working, and I was like, yo, I'm at home doing this.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When you don't feel uncomfortable at all, and it's like, let's do it, let's roll, let's rock. What you got next? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So I had an aha moment working on The Wire, which is like, yo, this is it.
You knew.
Yeah.
I'm where I need to be.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly.
Right here.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So now, everyone who don't know, I love to have fun. Okay, my personality, I love to laugh. We're gonna have a lot of fun on this show. A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
What was the weirdest thing you encountered
in the business?
In the business.
Oh boy. Okay. I wish I'd have known you were coming with these. So the weirdest thing I've encountered. You're gonna have to give me a second to think about that one. Yeah.
Okay. Think about that one. So
I got one. As long as I don't have to mention names, okay?
No names.
I was on a set of a big production, actually, and one of the headliners for the movie was sitting right next to me, and I didn't see that she had walked up to me and sat down. And they were changing for the shot, they're changing the lighting and the cameras, all that stuff. So I turned around and looked, and I said, "Oh, hi, how are you? I'm Chris Mann," because it was actually my scene. Because I was working on this particular scene.
Okay.
And they were actually in the backdrop of the scene, and I turned to introduce myself, and they were like, "Oh, hi, but I don't shake everybody's hands." Whoa. I was like, wow, so you do have that in the industry. You know what I mean? You have people that have these little idiosyncrasies, and you have to learn how to let it roll off.
Absolutely.
And it was funny because it was a couple of guys who were playing my security team in this particular scene. And they were from the islands, and the guy was like, "Hey man, why should do that to you, man? That was so rude." You know what I mean? I was like, "Bro, don't sweat it, man." Right. You know what I mean? Because my thing, if he starts feeding off of it and he starts throwing it back at me, now I'm gonna start getting angry. I'm like, "Yo, bro,
that's right.
Let it go, please."
That's right. Let
it go,
let
bro.
It drop. Yeah.
She might have saved me from getting cooties. Who knows,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So we're gonna take a quick break. And we will be back with more with our guest today, Christopher Mann. Don't go nowhere. Woman, hear me roar. Hey everyone, this is Marsha Benton here at the Diamond Experience Show, my show. I just wanted to let you know about my book, Soul Ties More Than You Imagine. If you have not purchased it yet, you can find it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It will truly be amazing to your life. It will give you a lot of good information that you need. Please purchase this book and let me know what you think. Woman, hear me roar.
We have a problem.
I'm gonna have to make some drastic decisions, and I dislike being put in that situation.
Your pain is my pain because my reputation means just as much to me as your money means to you.
This ain't nothing but another routine bus. And besides, I have the crew outside to have my back.
Lieutenant Wilcox, I do all this pleasure.
How's that how you greet your business partner?
Your partner was set up. We believe it was someone from the inside who tipped them off.
How long do you expect me to put up with this? No.
Put up with what, Marcy? This is my job we're talking about. You act like I'm going on vacation or something.
Well, are you? Because half of the time, I don't know where you are or who you're with.
What the hell are you doing, man?
Two of our UCs have tipped us off on a drug deal going down today between Manuel Man Wesley and one of his Philly connects.
Manuel and his crew, as we all know, have had a stranglehold on the city for years.
They talk violence when they speak about my hood. Right. They talk about the bad, but never about the good. No. They talk about the guns, they talk about the murder. They talk about the drugs we sell, but never why we serve them. They tell you that we killers, they say that we thugs. Yeah. But they ain't never spent one day in the slums. No. Y'all was born with silver spoons and we ate from the crumbs. Right. Y'all grew up playing violins, we was playing with guns. Just call it home.
Hi, I'm Chris Mann, and I'm here with my good friend Marsha Benton, and we are on the Diamond Experience. Very first show, baby. Loving it.
Welcome back to the Diamond Experience with Marsha Benton. We are here. This is our very first show. I'm excited because I have my very good friend here, Chris Mann. Awesome gentleman in the acting industry, and he's from Chester, Pennsylvania.
Hey.
So now,
C
Chris,
Pride,
yes, C Pride, Chester High, class of '82, yes.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Well, I actually have some folks working together. I can't give too much information about this, but it was out before, so I can give you that much.
Yes.
We're working on doing something on the Cecil B. Moore story.
Oh, awesome.
Where I'll be playing Cecil, so that should be pretty high, but I can't.
I got to give it up.
Oh, I can't wait to do that. I mean, that brother was something
Yes.
else, man. So
Yes.
his story needs to be heard a little. You know,
Awesome.
everybody knows about the street, but they don't know about him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Except
Exactly.
The older generation does.
Right.
I mentioned to a few people that are older. They're like, "Oh, I can give you some stories about."
Right,
I was like,
right.
okay.
And actually, I just heard his story. I kid you not, about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
About a year ago. So I'm excited. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Phenomenal. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Well, the movie What Death Leaves Behind has actually got a distribution deal now.
Woo,
so
yeah.
we're waiting for the final details, but this fall it'll be in 15 cities for 8 weeks. That's the starting run.
Right,
in
right.
Theaters.
Where can they see it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay.
waiting for 15 cities. I know a couple. I think it was like Miami, Philadelphia, L.A., New York, Chicago.
Yes.
You know, so I don't
Yes,
know all of them.
yes.
I can't run them off
It
the
is
top,
an
but-
awesome movie.
Yeah.
Go see this movie. It's phenomenal.
Thank you.
Now,
Yeah.
what would be a word of encouragement that you would give somebody who is in the industry that's been grinding for years? Because you've been there. I've watched your journey
Oh, man.
for more than 25 years.
Oh, it's been a good. Yeah, I've been in the union 22. That doesn't
Right.
include the years before that studying and everything else.
Right.
So yeah.
So
you're
what
right.
would be a word of
Yeah.
encouragement?
Truthfully, it's almost like I said earlier. You know, you put that thought in your mind. You have your dreams and desires, and you put them out there, and you keep them at the forefront. You put God first. Put your thoughts and your dreams
Absolutely.
out there, and keep all negativity out of your space, man. I mean, that's the biggest thing I can tell you at this point, because I've been through a lot of things, and like, all right, for instance, I remember. Like when you first start in, people tell you it's going to be hard, it's going to be this, and you're going to have to do. Even when they say those things, you got to push all that stuff aside, because
Okay.
once you accept it, you give those things life into your existence.
Right.
And I fell into a lot of that.
Ooh,
You know what
wow,
I mean?
yes.
And I think that might have been why some of the climbing's been harder than it probably needed to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'd say, I got to start filtering all of that stuff out, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, so keep your thoughts together, keep the negativity out of your existence. You know, thank God for it already happening.
Yes.
You got to accept everything that you want as though it is already in your existence.
There you go.
Okay, so you
Wow.
own it up front.
That's powerful.
Yeah, but it's easier said than done.
Yes, absolutely.
But it can be done.
Absolutely. Wow. Thank you for that. That
For
empowered
sure.
me. That encouraged me. Thank you for that.
For
well,
sure. For
yes.
sure.
Now, where can people find you? Where can they follow you?
Well, I'm on Facebook. It's Christopher Mann. I think 2 pages on there. I also can be found on Instagram, C-Man Senior, it's CMANNSR, and on Twitter as Mr. C-Man, MRCAMAN. So, you know, I just abbreviate most of my stuff. So, yeah, that's how you can find me.
Awesome.
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow him on this guy is about to blow up. So... And he's already blowing up. I should
come
say
on.
that.
No, she's
he's
blowing
already
up.
blowing up. So I'm so glad to have you here.
Man, I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our very first show. I'm excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hit, share, like. You can find us on All Things Diamond, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Awesome. Okay. Until next time, thank you. God bless. Take care. Be encouraged. Be empowered.
There you go.
And keep moving forward and know that the best is still yet to come.
Woman.